Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up the 1C notes with GeoGebra. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to skip this one right here, number 3. It's not a big deal. We're not going to go over that just now. We'll go over that later. So we're going to skip down to line segments under the rules for betweenness. And it says, put simply, if we have a line segment AB, if point C is in between A and B, then what happens? So let's look at it. Let's go ahead and do a line segment. I've got A and B. And then I want to put point C in between there. Now, the thing doesn't say that it has to be in the middle. It just says it has to be in between. So I'm going to put C right there. Okay? Now, what I want to know is I want to know how those points and line segments are related. So I'm going to check the distance. I'm going to do the distance of A to B first. And that distance is 17.7. Again, I kind of like more round numbers, so I'm just going to extend this just a little bit to make it 18. Again, you can have whatever you want on yours. Is just kind of notes, you know. And now what I want to do is I'm going to check the distance between AC and CB. And I know a lot of you can probably infer what's going to happen here, but I just kind of want to show you. AC is 5.4. Again, I like round numbers, so let's move it to 5. There we go. And then you can probably guess what CB is going to be. If the whole thing is 18, AC is 5, CB has to be 13. Okay? So basically what I can say is that on here, I'm going to go back to my notes and then we're going to talk about it a little bit. I can say that AC plus CB equals AB. So if the whole thing is 15, 5, 10, that would make, I'm sorry, the whole thing is 18, I apologize. 5 plus 13 is 18. Now, again, it doesn't matter where C is. I love the distance thing on this. So I can move it, and they'll all change, but still, regardless of where I put this, I can put it right here. 11.1 plus 6.9 is 18. So it's in the, they both, like, if you put a point in the middle, not in the middle, if you put the point in between the two endpoints, the two line segments that are created will add up to equal the entire line segment. Okay? And we're going to use that for some of the problems down below. All right, the next one says for an angle. Put simply, if we have angle ABC and array BD and point D is in between points A and C, then, okay, so let's go and look at this. We're going to delete these things right here. I like it when I delete everything together. I still got to find a quick and easy way to delete everything. So let's just look at this real quick. And this is actually something that we talked about earlier when we did the 1C notes in that first video. So I'm going to make an angle. I'm going to make A, B, and then BC. Make it into one big angle. And then I'm also going to make a ray in between. Now that doesn't have to be a bisector this time. I'm just going to put a ray. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to make it towards not a bisector, and that's point D. Okay? Now, I'm going to measure the entire angle, and if I measure ABC, that comes out to 42.7 degrees. You guys know me, so I'm going to make it an even 42. I'm going to move it real quick, because again, I like working with integers better. Okay, so it's 42 degrees. All right? Now, knowing that and what you know about bisectors, how they split it in half, you should probably be able to tell me something about ABD and DBC. So let's get ABD, and that one actually measures 14.5, so 14.5. Okay? You can probably, if you want to pause, you can check it, but you can probably guess what the next angle is going to be. DBC is, let's see, oh, I didn't find the measure. I have to click on the measure again, I'm sorry, because I clicked on move. DBC, drum roll, is 27.5. So 27.5 plus 14.5 equals 42. Okay, so then basically what we can say here is that angle ABD, let me make sure I have that right, ABD, yes, angle ABD plus angle DBC, yes, DBC equals angle ABC, okay? So those two angles equal the bigger angle when put together. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of, I would like you guys to work on these. You do have the rest of class, so use that wisely. I'm just going to kind of work through, or just kind of talk about them real quick, okay? So I want to look at number 6, all right? For number 6, it says find HJ. So you see GJ, the whole thing, and then you've got some measurements. So you see that GH is 2, and IJ is 12. We don't know what HI is, but we do know that GI is 7. I want to find HJ, okay? So in order to do that, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to find out what HI is, okay? I'm just going to recreate that in GeoGebra real quick so I could show you. Okay, I'm going to do GHIJ. I'm going to delete these. Okay, so let's do a segment. And I don't know if I can change this. Yes, I can change that point to G. I was able to do it before. No. Hold on just 1 second. I'm still figuring out how to do all this stuff. No. There we go. My label is... No. What happened to it? Okay. Let's just do G. Hopefully this will work. Okay. G, and then this label is going to be point J. Okay, and this is if you need help with number 6. Okay, and then they have point H and I kind of in the middle, so let's do another point. This would be point H. I'm going to change this. Point H. If that'll work. No. It's not working because I didn't click the AA. There we go. Point H. And then this point, no, that's fine. This point is point I. Let's change that. Point I. And I'm just typing these things in here. Okay. And then down here, I know, okay, so that's 2, 7, and 12. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to write on here because you can use a pen. So this is 2. This between G and I right here is 7. And this is 12. Okay? But what I want to do is I want to find the I want to find the distance from H to J. Okay? And again, it's probably kind of intuitive, but I want to kind of use some, just like some math if we can, okay? Some algebra, maybe. So, I don't know what the whole thing is, but I do know that 7 plus 12, which is 19, is going to be the distance of G, J. Okay? I know the whole thing is 19. All right? I also know that if that's 7, then I'm going to change this. I think I can change this. Yes, I can. Okay. I also know that 7 equals 2 plus x. Because I don't know this. This is x. And then therefore, 5 equals x. Okay? I'm going to change this color just so we can see a little bit better the things that go together. All right. So we've got 7 equals 2 plus x. X is obviously 5. I want to know the spot in between here, hj. So that would just be 12 plus 5. Now that we know what hi is, equals, and I'm just going to call this hj. Sorry for my handwriting, it's awful. So hj is 17. Okay, so we're going to use those properties to figure out the missing pieces. Okay? I'm going to turn this red just like the other one was. Alright, and kind of, that was just one of the examples. Work on the rest. You can work on them together if you'd like, but I do need you to complete that, complete it with your notes, and then submit it at the end of class today. Again, as always, email me if you have any questions. Please, I'll get right on it. Bye.